You are now listening to a coffee shop production. You are now listening to a coffee shop production.
Yo, what it do, TV land? What it do? What it do? What it do? Hey, man, it's Friday, man. It's your favorite host, CEO Nino Cappucino, a.k.a. Bonnie Hunter BJ, the Breeze, man. And I'm on 4 different lives, man, and we live streaming it, baby. We up and running, man. It's wet outside. If you got a significant other at home, man, with your wifey, booed up, it's cold. It's going to be a cold winter, boy. To you bums out there, you better find you somewhere to be, boy, because it's going to be a cold, shivering winter, man. If you ain't got your own, man, it's going to be cold. Yeah, but no, man, you got your wifey booed up at home or something, man. Stay at home and stay out the way, man. Ain't nothing in these streets. Nothing. It's going to be a cold winter, man. But it's your favorite host in the building, CEO Nino Cappucino, a.k.a. Bonnie Hunter BJ, the Breeze. And today, you already know what it is, man. It's Freestyle Friday, man. It's open panel 7, man. Open panel number 7, man. Open panel number 7. So it's live. Today is live. It's for everybody, all of us. Feel free to pop in on my lives, man, whether it's via Facebook Live, whether it's IG Live, TikTok Live, YouTube world, man. You already know the YouTube world, man. It's going down. I want to talk to my people. We got to talk about this, y'all. This subject and topic today, we have to talk about it as parents, feel me? Stepdaddies, step-parents, stepmothers, devoted parents, and even the baby daddies who really want to be fathers, who want to love their kids. Y'all too, man. Because like I told you, there's nothing wrong with you want to cross over to the father section and be categorized as a father and be recognized and respected as a father. That's a whole different category, bro. Don't no real man want to be categorized as no damn baby daddy. What the hell? Baby daddy is just what it is, a baby daddy or a sperm donor. Nigga, cross on over and get your license, man, and get your ID, man, as being a father, man, whether she like it or not. That's why you got to have that relationship with your kids, man. So we here to talk about it, man. Look at the top title right there, YouTube world. You see what it say, man. We here right now, man. It's open panel number 7, Freestyle Friday in here with your favorite host, man, Chicago. We got to talk about it, Chicago. Stand up to all the parents out there in Chi-Town, all the women in the Chi-Town, man, in the community came together. They was furious and mad. I give y'all my props, and we about to talk about it, man. Children of the Corn, man, Chicago, man. Children of the Corn, Chicago. Also, we're going to jump on this other subject on hand that took place. Student versus teachers. Student versus teachers. Hey, man, stay glued to your seat, man. You know I can't get out of here, man, without saying shout out to my truckers, man. Wherever you're at on the road right now, it's going to be a cold, windy winter, and y'all driving through some harsh weathers, man, harsh road weathers. Shout out to all my truckers, man. Be safe on that road, man. Getting back home to your families. Shout out, man. Men and women, man. Salute. Tip my hat off to all the truckers, man. Shout out to all them truckers, man, in the world, man. Y'all be safe out there. Hey, stay glued to your seat, man. Your cubicle, your box, your truck, wherever you're at on the road. You're driving the bus right now. You listen to me, man. You tune in to me, man. Your favorite host, your favorite channel, Rules of Engagement Podcast, 2414. Push that like, share, subscribe button, and tell a friend and tell a friend. Don't go nowhere. Stay glued to your seat. We finna come back, and we gonna talk about it. I got a few videos I want to share with TV Land, and we gonna talk about it. Don't go nowhere. Let's go. I'll be back at your chat box. Hey. go. What it do? I love nephew. What's up, nephew? Hey, hold that chat box down for me, nephew. Hold that chat box down for me. Who is that in there also with you, man? Robert Allen from the Bronx, Southside Bronx. The Bronx is in the building, man. I appreciate you, Robert Allen. Salute, soldier. Hold that chat box down, nephew. We got the Bronx in the building, y'all. Robert Allen. We got Lamar Charles over here, man. The first pop in over here on the FB world, Facebook world. We over here live, man. We live. No, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Boy, I tell you, man. Say it ain't so who done popped in. Yes, sir. Yep. Jack Box, what it do, Jack Box? We got Cat Eyes in the building. Ain't that a surprise? Cat Eyes. Yes, indeed. Look at here, man. Cat Eyes she is, man. Hey, Mr. Jordan Wood, what it do, Jordan? What's happening, Mr. Woods? Yeah, man. Hey, anybody want to jump in? You want to pop in on my live? This is the time to do it. And we talking about the subject on hand, man. Listen, bro. Let's get to this, man. We're going to talk about the badass kids of Chicago, man. And not just Chicago, because this ain't about picking on Chicago. This shit is going on globally, and it has to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is we as parents, real parents, the devoted parents, dedicated parents, the whoop-ass parents that don't give a damn about the system type parents. Got to step back up to the plate and be parents again, because we are the last of the pawpaws and the big mamas, and like our big mamas and our grandmamas, our grandfathers, our great uncles that we had. See, these kids don't have that chance. They not getting that opportunity. And that's the cycle we got to recycle back and give them. If we don't teach it to them, they ain't going to know it, y'all. So this is why we're here to talk about it tonight, man. Let's talk about it. Listen. First incident we're going to talk about Children of the Corn, man. We're going to cover Children of the Corn. And then we get to the students versus teachers last. But right now we're on this Children of the Corn in Chicago. And what took place was this young lady, I believe she had autism, or she was kind of slow, and she's pregnant and had 2 kids. And she got jumped on and rat packed by a flock of kids, bro. We talking about minors, middle school kids, not junior high. Well, they call it middle school as junior high these days, but elementary school students, basically. They're not even out of the 7th or 8th grade yet. They just from the 7th on down, 5th and 4th grade. We're talking about 12, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 8-year-old kids in between that range, 8 to 14-year-old kids who got arrested and got caught up into this situation. But this is a lesson to be learned to everybody out there in the world, man, globally. That if you're a parent and you had these kids and your sorry ass is laid up and you're not parenting because you too busy worrying about this sorry ass, dirty dick ass ninja that you chasing, and your kids got all these old fake uncles or these fake aunties running in and out the household, and you're a single parent because you done gave your body to this sorry nigga, had 3 or 4 different baby daddies. You got to stand in the mirror as a woman, first and foremost, and correct that person in the mirror. You can't be mad at the world. You can't be mad at the system. You can't be mad because you ain't getting your food stamps no more. You can't be mad at none of that shit. You got to check the female in the mirror and say, I got to do better. I got to break these cycles. I can't blame no one because I did choose these sorry niggas that have all 3 separate kids from 3 different ninjas. What that says about me as a female, as a woman. So this is where we got to get. We got to come to grips and accepting accountability, men and women, not just the women, men and women have to come to grips and just really accepting accountability for their actions, period, in life, especially when it comes to parenting, bro, because this is not, this shit is crazy, man, how I don't understand how people can't love their kids and don't love their kids and allow their kids to do what they do. A lot of these kids are rebelling, man, and lashing out for reasons. Did y'all understand and know that? Do you really realize this? A lot of these kids are doing what they're doing because A1, they mimic. It starts at the household. With all you heifers who are single mamas that don't want no nigga. I'm a bad itch. I'm a bad this and I don't need no nigga because Uncle Sammy got me. Not no more. You the ones gonna be knocking on the door to me, hey, Henry, you still like me? You think we can team up now and we can do something? Yeah. And not to be clowning, but that's how it's going to be. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it should be. We're supposed to be coupled off. We're supposed to be building families. We're supposed to be building, generations as far as generational wealth, generation of teaching, and being able to guide and teach our kids, just like all the rest of the damn cultures is and all the rest of the ethnic groups doing. They ain't out here with the buffoonery and stupid shit. Yeah, sprinkles of them are. The ones who want to choose to rebel because they try to be us. But we're talking about our culture, us. We are effed up, man. I'm talking about dynamically effed up when it comes to man and woman loving one another and parents loving their kids and the kids loving their parents and the kids even loving them themselves because a lot of them feel like I don't got shit to live in the world anyway, so I live my life day by day on suicidal tactics. It's like, man, come on, man. We dealing with a lot of mental issues. We're dealing with a lot of get high. And a lot of these kids, come on, I'm going to call it ball to ball, strike a strike. A lot of these kids was born into this world with defects or born into this world with addictions because of their parents, because they mama, they daddy getting high ass, his effed up ass genes. He done shot that sperm up in the mama and then floated up to her body. And she may have been healthy, but this dirty dick nigga was out here tripping and doing what he was doing. So now he done passed them genes on to this woman, and they'd have had this baby because of his dirty dick genes, or vice versa, or all together, both of them. So it's like we deal with this in a day-to-day basis in real life, man, and people don't really understand this, man. Like, you got to really pick and choose what you lay down with and who you choose to call yourself having a baby bar or having a family. A lot of this shit is done by choices. And then a lot of things, I don't want to hear. See, me, I don't believe in that, oh, it just happened. I don't just happen to stumble up on some pussy, man. And just me and her we just happen to fuck. No. I knew I wanted to hit. She knew she wanted to hit. So we hit. If neither one of our minds was working like that, it wouldn't have never happened. So all that it just happened. You can't cheat or lie or be in a situation in your relationship and you tell your spouse or your significant other what just happened. People like to blame it on the liquor. Yeah, okay, it can partake in the place and have some meaning of reasoning of this is why this took place. But overall, I don't buy that shit neither, because at the end of the day, before she put her panties down or before you pull your shit off and take your clothes off, drunk and all, you still have some type of awareness and conscious of what you're doing. Well, how do you know that, Bunny and the BJ? Let me break it down to you from a psychological standpoint. How the hell did y'all get to the bedroom then? How did y'all get y'all drunk ass from the club to a motel or to your house or her house and to the fucking bedroom? Because both of y'all was constantly aware, drunk and all still, because you knew what you were doing. You knew what you wanted. She knew what she wanted. Either one of y'all could have stopped it, drunk and all, because you was constantly aware on where you was going in order for this to partake. So this is why I don't play that shit about, oh, it just happened. No, nothing just happened. We as humans, we make our choices, good or bad, man. It's simple. Hey, man, you tapped in, you tune in to one of your finest, growing, riveting podcast shows around, man. Rules of Engagement 2414. Go push that like, share, subscribe button and tell a friend, man. Log in. It's going down. Nino Cappucino, the host, man, AK Bunny Hunter BJ, the Breeze in. And today we talking about Chi-Town, man. Chirac, Treasure of the Corn, man. Treasure of the Corn and students versus teachers. Hey, listen, what's crazy is how all these parents and all these women just got fed up. They outdoors right now. Now, the only thing I want to say, and this is not on a negative perspective at all, but just I want to add on this because we do so much backward stuff as the people. When I say the people, us, our culture, and just us, we do so much backward stuff. Well, what do you mean by that when you say backwards? Well, backwards meaning that we protest and we knock on doors and we get mad at most of the wrong shit. When the right stuff that we supposed to get mad at, we don't even pay no attention to it. We don't donate. We don't get involved. We don't give a damn about it. We act like it didn't happen, bro. And that's backwards. It's like we have to have conscious awareness of what's going hell going on, period. And we down, we down. We can't be picking and choosing. That's worth protesting, or that's worth going out there and hollering and hooping and hollering for. I ain't paying no attention to that. It's like now the people of Chicago are in the streets and they're in the uproar because this pregnant woman got jumped on by some little kids, some little minors. These ain't even teenagers. These is youths, little young youths. They haven't even made it to the adolescents. They haven't even made it to the teenage stage yet. They're on their way. But nevertheless, they jumped on this pregnant woman and her kids, her 2 kids, and she's pregnant. So they jumped on her. Well, why would you think they jumped on her from a psychological standpoint? That's something that the system is going to find out now because they all been arrested, and now they're going to run these tests and find out and question and find out, ask these kids, what made you do something like that? What ran through your mind? And I can assure you and guarantee you, in the perspective of them doing this investigation and them doing their little psychological analysis on them, these kids are going to say they watched it on TV, or they're going to mention rappers' names or actors, something in the fashion of what they seen on TV and what they seen at home and what they hear from their mama. My mama cuss. Every word come out of her mouth is a cuss word. So I grew up hearing cussing. Cussing is like, it's the thing in my house. I guarantee you this is what you will hear, bro. Put that goddamn shit down. Get your fucking ass on over here looking like your ugly ass daddy. Did you see that? That's the responses that we as black people. You don't go on white folks and red folks and green folks' houses. You don't hear that shit in the house. I don't give a damn, man. We can get mad, not be in denial all you want, say, oh, they do it too. Yeah, it happens probably all over the world in every different culture. But it don't happen as a majority vest like our shit do, bro. It's like it's common shit that we do as a culture, that these cycles need to be broken, man, at some point. These cycles need to be broken. We can't keep standing on excuses and reasons. My parents were some of the smartest people I knew in my life in the world, my mother and my father. My mother had a background in nursing and medical. She can patch you up and save you. My father, so diverse, spoke 6 different languages, Army veteran, you know what I mean? And even though my parents groomed us, me and my siblings, and taught us so much, but it was so much my father didn't teach me. He didn't get the chance, the opportunity to teach me. It was so much that they even taught my parents backwards, as smart as they was, because the system was built that way for all of us. Our parents before them, and our great-great-parents, to keep us trapped inside this little systematic ass box. It's told bills, grow up, go to school, get educated, put yourself in a position of debt for the rest of your life, where you're in debt all your life from being a student to go get an education. Man, all that shit is bullshit. I press that same issue on my kids to make to the point where you got to bring me your high school diploma, your junior high school diplomas. And they brought me every diploma that was necessary. But the same token, me learning as a grown man in life and seeing how life is constantly unfolding on us. And I sit back and I research and I study and I read. And I say, man, look how they've been teaching us this shit, man. And it's been ass backwards and lies. And I didn't embed some of this stuff in my kids. So I had to go back to my own babies and apologize to them and tell them, Daddy kind of told you some things. It was backwards. Like I'm just recently been on my baby, my daughter, about her college. You know, the last of her going to school and her college and everything. Man, I don't care now, baby. You ain't got to go to college. You now the hell with all that. Say that, man. We ain't been putting you in the hold on none of that. Go to trade school, if anything. Absorb them trades, because them trades is what's going to give you career orientated. It's going to put you in career positions, not just a job, but build you a career. Well, Dan, what do you mean by that, Bonnie and BJ? Slow down. Break this shit down. Let me break it down for you then, TV land, for those out there who are in the world. Going to school and getting educated don't mean shit at the end of the day if you can't utilize it. You got a master's degree and an AA degree in psychology, and you're a psychologist, but you ain't even working a job as a psychologist. You working over here at the airport, nigga, as a TSA. You know how many people's lives are like that? Because they told us this shit systematic, because it's the system. But stepping out of that system, because it make you want to look at all these other successful millionaires and billionaires over here in the black. And when you talk to them, have conversations like, damn, you ain't never went to school and you worth 200 million? Man, how the freak you even do that? Oh, that's because I didn't live by the system. Yeah, my parents, they taught us at home, and yeah, we lived in a certain era, a certain way, and life was just different, bro. So a lot of us, we didn't get that opportunity to get them chances because it wasn't taught and embedded in our parents. So now this is why it's so important for the parents that's alive today, the ones that still here living in this digital world, and we come from that analog world, but we transplanted to this digital world, and we still here, we survive and we live it. Hey man, you better get your shit right and get together, man, and stay on your parenting as a real parent and learn, man. Because when you learn, you do better. And that way you can embed it into your kids, man. Me and my baby, we talk daily. Me and my kids, we talk, we chop it up. Me and my son, oh, that boy's so sharp and smart. And my baby, my daughter, and we talk, we debate, we talk about global things that goes on in the world, we talk about spiritual things, and we have our debates together in a conversation with my own kids. And I love that, man. And so it's like these are things we have to get back to as parents, bro. These kids are missing love, affection, discipline. See, all that contraction, when we was getting our ass beat with them stitcher cars and them whips, and we was thinking, oh, I hate you. Oh. But the older we start getting, you start realizing, understand, oh, that's why my mom and my daddy used to be whooping our ass like that, because we was bad. And then guess what happened? It came right back in the reflection in your kids. Remember when Granny and your mamas used to tell us that? All right, keep on. You're gonna see that same reflection in yourself. And you just as a teen and a fast ass girl and a fast boy at that time, we didn't understand what they meant by that. Like you're gonna see that back, it's gonna come back in a reflection. Oh boy, have a kid. Then you're gonna understand as a parent, oh, that's what my mama used to say. That's what my mama. See, most fathers wouldn't tell you them things because daddies were stern. What daddy said was what it was. Daddies would put them big hands on you. But the mamas was the philosophers. They the ones that had the conversations with you and used to tell you so many different things. So the mama would tell you, okay, yeah, when it's your turn, you're gonna see the reflection. And boy, look at here. As a parent, you know what I'm talking about. You learn that shit, man, as a parent. So yeah, man, let's jump into these videos. I want to share these videos. Who else did pop in on us over here, man? In the chat box. Let me share a couple of these videos with you guys. We're gonna keep speaking on and commentating, man. Who is that? That dude, what it do? That dude. He said, was OFTB really for the Nickerson? All three of them, brother. Yes, indeed. Low Diggs, Low MB, Flip, rest in peace. Bus Stop, and my young homie, rest in peace, Lyrical Flynn. All of them project babies, homie. Yes, indeed, man. OFTB, straight project babies, man. Yes, indeed, man. MT, what it do, MT? MT, I see you, MT, in the building. Afro Tribe. Afro Tribe. Let me answer Afro Tribe question real quick. Not to get off subject and topic. But Afro Tribe say, what you think about Cowboy situation that happened over there, man, in the 60s? Salute the Cowboy, man, my ninja. Niggas gonna stop playing with niggas because you think what the internet say, that's what it is. Man, you gonna stop playing with real individuals. Cats gonna stop playing with real individuals, no matter what age it is. I told y'all, it's OGs out here, bro. Niggas keep themselves in shape for situations just like this. Cause see, LA, one thing about California, LA, our shit is different. Not to take nothing from no other state, but our shit is different in California, LA. It's like we gotta stay on point. No matter who you are, where you are, especially if you somebody with a name and you used to be out here in these streets heavy and you got a name. No matter what, even if you retire, you laid back, you still got to stay on point. Because at some point, young nigga might want to come along, want to test you. He might want to get some brownie points off you because he know you a double OG and he know your name and he know who you are. It used to be like that heavily when our gang theory was heavy, when niggas was really out here getting knocked down. That's how you really get your brownies and your points. You're going to get you a name. You're going to get somebody. Fuck a soldier. Let me get a lieutenant or one of them sergeants. One of them niggas who point the fingers and say, go. That's how shit used to be. So I come up in that type of era, bro. So, and Cowboy come up in that type of era. So you can't play with individuals, man, because you think it's cool and it's the internet. And then you're going to take it to the internet. You see this man mind his business, bro. Doing his own thing, man. Promoting. Bobby, you didn't call me while I'm on live, man. I'm on live right now working, Bobby. Go on my live IG and hit me on live, man, and holler at me, man, on the subject. Yeah. All right. Hey, so yeah, but anywho, bro, get back to answering my guy. So yeah, so Cowboy minding his business, brother, and that brother gonna come show his ass and talking about boo-boo. Now let's flip it. If Cowboy wouldn't have acted on that and would have swallowed his pride like he done on other situations, like he said in his interview, and Cowboy would have walked away from it, you know what Cowboy would have been all over the internet? Oh, he's a pussy. Oh, that's what he did with what's the ninja name? What's that nigga name was in the feds? The other little nigga, the Cowboy almost caught up and they just want to get out. Well, anyway, him, the same thing. It would have been the same thing. They'd have flipped the narrative on the internet, called him a punk, a pussy, all Cowboy buckled up, he ran. So it's like, win or lose, you can't win or lose with this internet. So you know what? Cats like us, we don't give a shit about this internet at the end of the day when you playing with our real life. We don't give a damn about this internet. When it comes to the real soils and it's really real, all right, now you're going to see what nigga really made of. Hell with the internet. It's just so happened the internet was around and the internet got a wind of it. All that, he blindsided him, he hit him from the side. No, nigga. That nigga clowned him and turned his back to walk away. I'd have knocked him out the same damn way. I'd have clobbered his ass the same way. You can't play with real niggas. And there ain't no rules when it comes to real niggas with shit like that. We move and handle our business. So that's what I say about Cowboy. Salute, man. Moving along, man. Yeah, don't get me started. Ask me to, because I'm answering with in a real fashion, brother. But anyway, Afro, that's for you, Afro T. That's for you, Afro Tribe. So listen here, man. Here we go, y'all. Check this out, bro. Let's talk about it, man. These women are in an uproar, brother.
I want to pray. They want to fight. And that ain't going to, you're broken fight. They getting billions of dollars to non-citizens while we out here crying.
Eddie Black Boy, what it do, Eddie Black Boy? She hot. And she speaking right. Hold up, TV man, because I got to speak. This sister right here did a lot of talking, you guys. So check this out. What she's saying and what she's mad about is there's no fathers. When it comes down to the numbers of fathers, parenting and fatherhood, the kids are stuck with the women. And most of these women are scared of their kids. They scared of the kids because the kids are wild. So listen to what she's saying. Like she say, niggas are stuck on the corner with 40 ounces and got their hands stuck on their balls. Oh, man, I tell you.
You supposed to be coming with a prayer. You supposed to women stand down. Hell no, we ain't standing down. Yeah, hell no, we ain't standing down. Y'all men want us to stand down. Y'all need to stand up.
She said, y'all want us to stand down, and men need to stand up. When A Cash is in the building. All right, that's video one, you guys.
Raising these goddamn kids and the fathers with the next bitch raising the next bitch kids. So this ain't about no all the women gotta stand down my ass, put our foot on these motherfuckers' necks. What's that motherfucking ass? We got our ass whooped.
That's right.
We got our ass whooped, and I ain't never jumped on no elbow day in my life. You gotta whoop they motherfucking ass. Y'all, these women scared to lose their low income. They scared to lose their food stamps. If your kids is bad, my mama put me in a hot grown child support and everything. You want to be out there with them GDs? Go ahead. I was big GD crazy. Still big GD crazy. But I bet you my kids ain't out here whooping on no motherfucking elder.
Hold on, sis. Now, did you hear what she said? She say she shot town all day long. Shot town all day long. She said I was big GD crazy. She GD, man, all day long, man. Straight up gangster, man. Gangster disciple, man. She GD, baby. You heard what she said? I was big GD, man. Big GD. You feel me? So now check it out. Even though she was GD, she didn't embed that shit in her kids. She didn't want her kids to grow up how to know GD and they GD. Because you heard what she said. I bet you my kids ain't out here whooping on no elders or whooping on no parents. It's all about the household, man. Parenting starts at home, bro. Them kids and what them kids is going through starts at home, man. So a lot of this blame comes from the household and from you sorry ass women who don't want no man because you think you got it all sold up by yourself. You can't raise a little boy into a man. It's not built that way. God didn't design it to be built that way. Y'all constantly want to go against the grain and the strain of the rules of what he built, man. It was built for two parenting. That's why the women nurture and love, and the girls come out feminine and learn the mother's traits, the grandmother's traits, the auntie's traits, the big mama traits, and we learn the pawpaw traits, the big Uncle Eddie traits, the Uncle Junebug traits. This is the things that we do. This is how we grew up, bro. So this shit is all jacked up. And it's because we're not embedding the cycle of what we know to these kids, bro, because the parents are scared. You too busy playing homeboy and homegirl to your damn kids. You heard what the lady say? Whoop they ass, beat their ass. We got our eyes whooped. I didn't drop out of school and I was GD crazy. Let's go.
Them kids need their ass whooped. All of them boys, this is my best friend that just passed. All of them boys whooping on the grown lady. Now, ain't enough now. There's too many women out here. There ain't enough men out here. So us women, that little girl, the little girls there ain't enough men out here. It ain't raising these goddamn kids and the fathers with the next bitch raising the next bitch kid.
Let's go to the next video.
It ain't enough men out here to say us women gotta stand down. That's crazy. They was about no man or woman thing. They was throwing bikes at my window. Yeah. They tore my backyard up. I was gonna go up there killing my husband, stop me. The same kids out in bed when they was hungry. The same kids out in bed when they was hungry. Trying to destroy my crib. Come on, let's say the prayer. Them kids need Jesus, you know I'm still built to ass. That's right. You can pray. What's your name? You can pray. First lady. You can pray, but this ain't about no men and women. Yeah, we all stand together. Right, you gotta take accountability for your goddamn kids. Exactly.
Hey, y'all heard what First Lady said, TV Land. We're going to go to the next video. But you heard what First Lady said. You got to take accountability for your damn kids, man. You feel me? You got to take accountability for your kids. Straight up. A lot of parents out here don't take accountability for what their kids do. And another reason being that it's hard for communities who got a lot of teenager kids in these communities. It's hard for the kids to be raised by single mothers when single mothers, again, have rejected the system that was once built in the Black culture and the Black families. We had a system that was all automatic systematically. The men protected and the women nurtured. So when we had kids, we bared families and we protected those families. And in our communities, we were all a family, despite if it was a gang or this block was named this block or this block was this block over here, that block was still a community. And within that community, that's how we became villages. Well, damn, break that shit down, buddy, on the BJ, man. For TV Land out there, for those who don't know, because you didn't grow up in the village world in the village days, so you don't know our analogy when we speak like that. So let me break it down. When we were growing up in the projects, we are one of the biggest housing projects in Los Angeles, man, period, in the state of California. We have 1,066 units in Nixon Gardens, bro. 1,066. We're bigger than Jordan Downs, PJs, and Jordan Downs, PJs, and High Center Village. And all our projects was built and born on certain dates from 1945, from 1943, 1945 to 1955. Within the projects was really originally built as army barracks. White folks lived in all our projects. The Nickerson, Jordan Downs, Pure Courts, Haciendas. Wasn't no blacks in there, one of them projects. It was all Peckerwoods, white folks. It may have been 1 or 2 or 3 blacks here and there. Blacks lived, once our parents started descending from the South, deep South, from the South of Texas, South of Carolina, all the way from Georgia to California, they had to get off the train at the station on 103rd. And this is how we end up in the projects, because they segregated us into the projects. And this is a different story, on topic another day. But anyway, the realtors at that time built the structure to where they made it like that. However, William Nixon, shout out to Mr. William Nixon, who died recently in the fire. This guy was the actual founder of the projects, black man of the Nixon Guard. He's a black man, not a white boy. He's a black man. So at the same token, it's like growing up in them projects, even though our projects was ruthless, we was dominant, we was a force to be reckoned with. You feel me? Even still, growing up in them projects, and you can come outside at 11 years old, 12 years old, see a dead body laying by a trash can, or you can come outside and see a prostitute, or see just some out of the ordinary weird, because this is the life you're in, and it's the projects. It's a whole different world. But we was a village. We got Mr. Green over there. We got Miss Candy down the street right here in her unit. We got the homie grandmother over here in this unit, Mr. Brown. All 6 of these parents and these elders who live in these perimeters, all us wild ass kids, we grew up around them. We know them and we grew up around them, and they grew up our parents and knowing our parents. There's no way, gangster and all, hitters and all, shooters, squabblers and all, there's no way neither one of us could have disrespect none of these elders. It's not going to happen, bro. It was rules, real freaking rules. And we abide by them rules. Even on our gangster shit, we abide by those rules. So this is why it's so different in the upraising and the bringing of these kids today, because our parents didn't play that shit. Our parents' didn't play that. So it was embedded from our parents into us. So a lot of us who come up in that era, we instilled it into our kids. So this is why a lot of us who got kids, who have kids, know how to instill it into their kids. But now you're in a generation where it's a generational gap, where these kids weren't taught because the parent wasn't taught. That mama who had her and him, and that sperm donor ass nigga who had her and him, they didn't know nothing. They wasn't taught nothing. The streets raised them. A female in the streets who don't got a man and a husband and wife, a little bit older than her, helped raise her by giving her advice, so she thought she was raised by a woman. This is the shit we dealing with, bro. So you see, it's a major gap here. It's a split to where there is no structure when it comes to these kids and parenting, man. Because at the bottom line, parents ain't trying to be parents no more. They're trying to be homeboys and homegirls. They're trying to keep up with their kids. You got mamas jealous of their own daughters. The daughter beautiful, fine. What you don't understand is you instilled in her your genes. Your genes is from her, you and your mama and your grandmamas instilled in your kids and your daughters. And the same for the fathers, instilled into the boys. And you jealous at your own daughter because your daughter beautiful. She got a little body. She got the same body you had when you was young like her. And you jealous of your daughter, so you try to keep up and compete with your daughter. No, bro, that ain't parenting, man. And this is the shit we deal with. And then you got so many little boys being raised by girls, women who wasn't raised by women. They didn't have a big mama, so she don't really know how to be a mama. She don't really have the sense, just the God-given sense to say, oh, you know what? Oh, you want to get out of line? Hold on. I'm calling my brother. Let me call June. June, come over here and pick your nephew up for about a week for me, please. I need you to knock some sense in this nigga head. He got me twisted. This what our sisters used to do. This what our mama's sisters used to do. To see, we were all the village. It was all combined together. You couldn't get out of line outside and Mr. Green call you and say, come here, and call all three of us, and we cuss him out and we run and go hot like we running and hide. Y'all don't give a damn about us running nowhere in the projects. We cussed Mr. Green out. By the time that all three of us get home to our mamas and daddies, our parents already know what happened. Mr. Green going straight over there, and they ain't gonna shut the door in his face and say, get out of here, don't be lying on my kids. Don't come up, you better not touch my kids. See, that's another thing. We all were together as a culture and a community. So this is why it was called a village. Your mom and daddy was allowed to whoop my ass if I got out of line. If I spent the night at your house and I'm over there with your sons and we getting out of line and we acting and cutting up, and you whoop Eddie boy ass and Eddie get a whooping and you decide to whoop my ass too, and we 8, 9 years old, guess what? That discipline is fair game because we were a village. When they took that structure away from us after the 80s, coming into the last of the 90s, they structure out of our households, and they start coming in with these rules, and then y'all great President Obama stepped in office and did all the destruction shit that he did to help along with the plan. It took all that out of our household, bro, as far as the strength and stability when it came down to the parents and the father having say so, having grounds and rights to be able to speak, man. You feel what I'm saying? Cal, what's up, nephew? What it do? Nephew, what's up, nephew? Oh, moms, listen. Oh, I appreciate it, moms. I appreciate it. Yeah, y'all should have, hey, Cal, y'all should have popped moms in, let her talk for me, man. That's what we need. The people need to hear that, nephew. You need to tag her in right quick and let her talk to me, man. Let her talk to the people. But yeah, man, it's just like, bro, we really have to resort back to what was taught to us and get out this damn digital world, man, as far as being able to separate and understand that this digital world is entertainment. This internet is entertainment, bro. This ain't the place where you come on and you share your real livelihood to this internet. Meaning that you really after a nigga and you want to hurt him, so you show the world you want to hurt him. You tell it on your damn self. You might as well go to jail before you even get to the nigga. You might as well just go to jail like these dumbass niggas is doing. So it's like it's certain things you do, you say, you don't do, man. So you got to understand and know how to be able to separate the differentiate, man. This internet is entertainment, man. But let me share this other couple of last videos with you guys and showing you the rest on a couple of the kids that got arrested before we go into the students video versus the students. Now, as I said, and then this is the part where I say we chant backwards. It's like we chant backwards, man. We chant backwards. We fight for causes that's not really the real fight. Now, I get it. They jumped on this woman. She was pregnant. She got 2 kids. But damn, this one incident made everybody so mad. The woman ended up with a GoFund, and she got $200,000, a brand new house. I'm going to say this again. She got $200K plus a brand new house. So that means she got $200K of money and a brand new house. To help furbish and buy that house, she got $200K. Just all because she got jumped on by these kids and this incident took place. And that was through GoFund. But however, by her being on school property and in a school district, she can sue the school and the parents involved as well. So either way it go, it was a pocketbook thing for that situation to take place. But this GoFund put her in position. Now, do I agree with that? And do I disagree with it? My honest opinion, TV Lane, I kind of disagree with it. And I disagreed with it only to the sense that if she wasn't homeless and wasn't living on the corner and living in a cardboard box and living in a tent with those kids, then she already had a place and she was able, and it's obvious she did, and she was able to be functional and get around and do certain things for herself, then why is it that we would be willing to give $200K to one woman who got jumped on? But what about the lady whose kids just got killed last year? And we talking about 10 different women whose innocent babies got killed that the fucking world don't even know about because we don't want to hear it. We don't want to talk about it. But the news said it. But us as black people, that shit went over our head because we don't care. We only chant for what we feel to chant. You feel me? That's where my disagreement come in at. Then what about the 200,000 for all the rest of the innocent people? What about the homeless people that really sleeping on the streets and in the tents? Why we can't raise 200 million then for these homeless people to help the homeless epidemic? Why we can't come together as the people to do things? This is my bottle with it. This is my commentary with it, bro. So this is why I say my opinion of my disagreement, yay and nay. That's it. It don't make it a bad thing. I'm just telling you what's real and what's right, man. And this is why the public and the people, we pick and choose. Hey, man, listen, man. You've been tapped in, you buzz in, you've been slapped by a lightning bolt, man. You tapped into one of the baddest, finest, growing, riveting podcast shows around, man. Rules of Engagement, man. I am your host, CEO Nino Cappucino, a.k.a. Bonnie Hunter BJ, the Breeze In, man. Hey, let's jump into this video right quick and check them out, man. This is the victim, you guys.
Jump all of us. So now we waiting. Just to jump all of us. So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still followed us. They followed my son, hit my son. Then they dragged me in the grass and put my little baby here. And I have video footage of that. Right, we got justice for my son. Absolutely. So, and you deserve it. You deserve justice. Mama's need to go to jail. I appreciate it. I'm here. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here. This is how we come together. This is how we come together.
Let me pause that. Let me jump in right here with my commentary. Now, this is where the agreement and disagreement come in at with me, TV Land. Why don't the parents of Chicago do this shit with them wild ass little YNs out there in the street with all them damn guns and them damn clips and them damn extended everything? Why your mamas and your daddies ain't in the streets right now hooping and hollering? That's what I want to know. See, we can't pick and choose, man. We can't bullshit around. We got to really get to the core. We got to get to the core of this shit. If you want some real results, you got to get to the core. We can't say, oh, it's all right for the YNs to go shoot everybody, shoot innocent kids, shoot innocent babies, shoot bystanders, and shoot with their eyes closed because they high as hell. But soon the kids jump on somebody because they mimicking the YNs. They mimicking videos. They mimicking what's the young YB young boy, all the little wild dope fiend niggas is rappers. They mimicking these young niggas, the Dirks, all these little niggas. Even the little Chicago drill rappers, they mimicking all this bullshit. But you don't want to put your foot down as a mama and a daddy. Most average fathers ain't in the homes. A1, that's a big, big, big problem. One, a lot of females ran the daddies off from being fathers. Two, a lot of sorry niggas ran themselves off for just being a sorry nigga from the beginning when he stuck his dirty dick in her. Excuse my French, TV Land, but it is what it is. This is my show, uncut, raw, riveting, for the people, by the people, to the people. And it is what it is. I said what I said. So therefore, this is why we have so much broken households. But then you have those who were baby daddies at one point and went on in their life to mature and grow to where they want to be in their kid's life. And here go the female. She go with Uncle Sammy. So she figured, I don't even need you, nigga, because Uncle Sammy got me. So she keep the baby away from him, book him on child support, the county, or whatever she can get out the baby name. Put the baby's names in the gas and light bill before the kids even grow up. They got debts. You see what kind of shit we do, man, as black culture? Oh, did he just say that, Bonnie? I'm going to say it again, TV Land, because somebody need to say it, damn it. You sorry ass heifers, because guys don't do this shit right here. This is all on females, mostly, primarily. You sorry ass heifers, take these babies' names, take our kids' names and even our own damn names, because it happened to me before. Go file for your tax, your income tax checks, gas, light bills, all type of old shit, and use the kid's name before they even be an adult. And when your baby gets 17, 18, 19, 20, decide to go get their own place, they in debt. And they wondering why you had a light bill? Oh yeah, you did when you was 8 years old. You was 8 years old, had a light bill. Man, what kind of shit is that, man? So you see, we do the backwards of shit, bro, as a culture, man, that other cultures just don't do, man. And it's on us. We got to tighten our shit up. We, as the black man and the black woman, we got to tighten our game up, man. It's simple. So let's move on to the last of this video. Oops, my bad.
We need somebody from the school out here too.
Jump all of us.
So now we waiting.
Just to jump all of us. So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still followed us. They followed my son, hit my son first. All we could take. Then they tracked me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. And I have video footage of that. We got it.
The children responsible for the assault have been arrested. The incident occurred as the pregnant woman was walking home. After a group of minors knocked her down, they took turns jumping over her as if playing a vaulting horse game. Her young son rushed into the crowd, shielding his mother's abdomen with his frail body. Despite his tears, a cell phone camera captured the heart-wrenching scene, while the children laughed and completed each shove. Most alarming is that the pregnant woman suffers from sickle cell disease, where any injury could trigger life-threatening complications. What appeared as a childish prank instantly escalated into a life-threatening assault. The judicial system has taken the rare step of holding multiple parties accountable. Not only will the juvenile perpetrators face trial, but their parents will also be prosecuted for parental neglect. The judge explicitly noted in the case file that behind...
That's the part right there where we're going to talk about it, TV Land, before we end this show. We need to talk about it. I need them questions popping up. Let's talk about it. I need to see them comments right now, man. Pop them comments up. Hey, nephew, Callaway, you in Chi-Town. Y'all from Chicago, right? Chi-Town in the building, man. Hey, listen. Do you think it's fair that the parents be charged? Hell yes. Hell yes. Yes to the yes. Well, why do you feel that way, Barney Hunter BJ? Mr. CEO Nino Cappucino? Why not? If your baby at 8, 9 years old in handcuffs and going to juvenile hall because they seen something or they mimicked some shit from their household or from their TV, because you're not monitoring and you're not on your kids at this age and teaching as a parent, it's your responsibility. Yeah, you need to be charged too. That's my commentation and my agreement about it. They need to be charged. What about you as a parent out there, TV Land? Let's go. Let me play the last of the video.
Juvenile violence often lies absent family education. Police presence has now been increased around the school, and formal charges have been filed against both the children and their parents to ensure such violence does not recur. The children responsible for the assault have been arrested. The incident occurred as the pregnant woman was walking home after a group of minors.
We got one video, but that's after our last second subject that we're going to get on right now in a minute. Before I go to that subject, let's end this subject right here. Hold on. I got somebody trying to jump in over here. Let me jump in my chat box, man. Who is this over here? Engage. Oh, okay. I thought there was somebody jumping in. Nephew, what it do? What it do? Nephew says it starts in the house. Ike Love says it starts in the house. Dion, I see you, man. Mr. Deion Crump do say they running men off, man. They running men off. Uh-oh. We got a request. Hold on, you guys. We got a request right quick. We got a loud request right quick, baby, from nephew Cal Calloway. I'm hitting the button. Oh, there we go. Salute, nephew. What it do? TV land, we're in the building. I thought you was with moms.
Hey, Uncle Nino, how you doing?
Uncle, you more than auntie than uncle, man. How you doing, moms?
Look, but you know what? Out of respect, I'm calling you Uncle Nino because you be putting it down like an uncle.
Hey, no, I take all that, moms. I appreciate it. I take all that. I appreciate it.
We look at you as an uncle because we got great respect for you. And I agree with what you just said. Yes, those parents should be charged because you know what? For those children to rise up on an adult that they absolutely have no idea the outcome would be, they didn't know this woman. They doing some of that stuff at home. So the parents need to be charged so this can get under control. And what so you can share with that young lady. In the state of Illinois, we have this. If a person is killed on the streets of Chicago or they are attacked and they involved in a crime that they had nothing to do with, that woman can take that police report, call the state, get a copy of that police report, call the state of Illinois, and get paid for trauma. They will either pay her medical bills or for her trauma. They're not going to do both.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
She needs to file a claim so that she can get paid for what she experienced.
But you know that. And you're absolutely right, but you being the fact that she already has a news conference pinning around it, you know it's a lawyer that already called her, they already contacted her, they already own her. That's why she got the donation. Okay. She got a big donation. Okay. They gave her $200K and a brand new house already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why that's why I was just speaking on it in my content right now about. Do I agree? And I said I agree, but kind of disagree. And only my disagreement come about is, what about all the other women who lost children or lost a loved one from the battle of a gunshot of an innocent bystander, and they didn't get no donations? So it's like we can't pick and choose. We can't get mad and rally for one situation, and then the other 10 situations we let slide. We can't do that. We got down for the get down, period. You know what I mean? Right. It's like we gotta put our foot down, like the young lady, the first lady said. This is Chicago. That was just on the video. She said, "I've been GD all my life, but you ain't gonna see me beat no elders when I was a kid because she was raised by her parents, and her parents still disciplined her. Even though we were wild and we were in these streets. That's why I was explaining about me growing up in the projects and we coming from the projects." And we once having a village in our projects, not just my projects, the Nixon Garden, but the Jordan Downs, Pure Courts, High Sanders, Watts, period. Front Street neighborhood, Hackgate, all these neighborhoods as Watts. We were a village once upon a time. And we all knew one another because we went to school. And then most of our parents and family, when they came to Watts, like I said, we got segregated and we got stuck in Watts based on politics. But your auntie may stayed in the opposite projects than where you grew up in. Your grandmama may grew up in the next projects. That's how it once was until the gangs came in and it segregated to where we had to make choices. And even with the gangs coming in and the segregation, you still had relatives and family that lived in the opposite of each housing projects that we call once upon a time as enemies. You got family over there because we all once upon a time in the 70s, the 60s and the 70s, we was just all black, pro-black. And it was love and we knew each other. You know what I mean? And I promise you, I tell you, I say this from my heart, moms, that being one of those individuals coming out of that era and being a part of that negative stamp that was stamped on the streets at that time when it came to the gang era and gangs, and just looking back as a grown adult, as a man now, a father, a grandfather, and just looking back to this, it's like, oh man, if we only had the slightest idea of the past to the future, what we were doing and the damage that we was doing. You know what I mean? So for me, this is why it's so important that I push this kind of line. because I'm not gonna sit here in my era and this time and this age, and I'm gonna still glorify gangs and death and killing and it's cool. Oh, that's hard. You got your 221. I'm out here dressing like these young dudes, sagging, my pants hanging all up my ass. Man, you ain't never. I didn't do it when I was a young dude and on my gangster, on my G shit. I didn't do it then, so I'm not gonna do it as an adult. You feel what I mean? So it's just like I just choose to push that line as to what I really am. This is the era I come from. This is who I really am. This is what I really was then. This is who I am still. I'm a real OG. And if I'm going to tell it, I'm going to tell it like it really is. I'm going to teach, if anything. I'm not going to misguide these youngsters. I ain't going to get on here and utilize my power of wording and my leadership to misguide. I did that in the streets. Mm-hmm. So now it's time to try to clean this shit up. Excuse my French, Mom. Try to clean this up.
And you know, the beautiful thing is, you know, that was your past. You've been there, done that. But the beautiful thing is that you actually went through that for somebody else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You went through that for somebody else, so you could be here to give your testimony to help these young heads if they would listen. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If they would listen, they wouldn't have to go through it. They wouldn't have to do the repeats again if they would listen.
Yes, ma'am. That's the whole objective of what when you call a mistake, that's the whole purpose of when someone tells us about a mistake that they made, that's the whole purpose of telling us that mistake. So you don't have to grow to do it. Whether it's your father, your mother, your grandmother, your grandparents, or your friend or your buddy, it could be anyone that had that experience. And they tell you, man, you don't want to even take on trauma, man. You don't even want to go down the line. I went there. But you still say, oh, I hear you, but I don't hear you because you go on and experience it anyway. You may not come out of it. It may be different for you.
Exactly. And in this day of time, that's what's happening. A lot of them are not coming out. They're losing their life. Either they end up in jail or they end up dead. They're losing their lives.
Man. Hey, man, this is TV Land. And welcome him. I got moms. I got nephew on the line, man. Mr. Chicago, man. Chi-Town is in the building, man. Chirac is in the building. Illinois is in the building, man. We are here, baby. Hey, man, this is what I'm talking about, man. For the people, by the people, to the people. I host these, man. This is number 7. I'm be getting up out of here in a minute, but this is number 7. This is open panel number 7, and this is why I do this. I do this for my people, for us to come together and formulate some type of congregation of communication with this internet, with this satellite meaning. Let's take it to another level. Why do everything got to be fighting when you turn on your videos? The women is fighting, shootings, ain't no partying. You look at a video, the people supposed to be at the club, everybody looking at their phone, the girls is dancing with the girls, the guys are separate because they all looking at their phones. It's like, what happened to our culture? Like we had rhythm, blues, soul, sympathy. It's like what happened to our culture? I tell you what happened. We allowed the system to beat us down. We allowed a systematic plan to work on us. It ain't that they forced it on us. We accepted it and we keep participating. And we see it. We see the plan and we know most of us that open our eyes, we see it, but you still don't want to see it because we don't want to accept the truth. Yeah. We rather live in lies. We rather live in a maze of a lie. And that's crazy as the people. So as the people, man, we got to come out of that. And it's like I said, I do this open panel. When I started my first experience, I said, I'm going to do it. And depending on the numbers and the people that I get on as far as the live that I'm gravitating and getting their attention so that I can be able to communicate with my people in this form. I do this for you guys, man, and I love it, man. And we got to keep this going, man. I love this open panel. I appreciate moms and nephew tapping in, man. Especially, it's just ironic that we happen to be talking about Chicago, Children of the Quarterback right now tonight, man. And I got 2 Chicago niggas on the phone with me. That's a blessing, man. Appreciate you, God. Appreciate your love. That's a blessing, Callaway. I appreciate your nephew. Appreciate you, man. Hey, moms, you groomed and raised a good man right there too, man. And it's crazy now. Now I see why he leaving me them kind of messages. He got a beautiful mother. You know what I mean?
Well, I thank you. I appreciate it. He speaks very highly of you.
Appreciate it back. I appreciate it back.
What you doing and you keep doing it.
Will do, man. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in, nephew. I holler in a minute. Y'all stay safe too, all right? Drive safe.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Enjoy your day.
All right. Hey, yeah, man, TV Land, man. Hey, man. Shot-Town was in the building with me, man. That's a great, hey, man, that was a good combo right there. But there you heard it from a veteran mother right there yourself, T. Glenn. You heard it from a mother. Almost made me teared up, man. I almost teared up a little bit thinking about my moms, bro. It's important that you love your parent, man. Hey, man, don't go nowhere. Stay glued to your seat. I'll be right back at you. TV Land, let's go. Who up in that chat box right there, man? Y'all been... I love... Yeah. Let's see who's that in there. Crooklyn is in the building. Crooklyn is in the building, man. Appreciate everybody tapped in, buzzed in. Appreciate you, Crooklyn. I see you. Yes, sir. Oh, this nigga Wacky. Wacky 100, what it do? $181 cash. $181 cash. I see you out there. $181 cash is in the building. Jack Bolks. Old Cat Eyes that jumped in and popped in, man. Look at old Cat Eyes. Hey, Eddie Boy, what's up with it, man? What's up, Eddie Boy? Angel, Jennifer, Felicia. But how many names you got there? That's Angel, Jennifer, Feliciano. Cold name right there, Feliciano, man. Sounds like you got some of that Italian up in you. Some of that Italian. Mr. Jordan Wood is in the building. Hey, look here, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in and tuned in. Oh, hold on, I'm tripping. We got one more subject on hand before we get up out of here. Hold on, man, I'm tripping. Let me play my next video. I am tripping. We got 5-10 more minutes before we get up out of here. Hold on, man. Now, last subject of ending this topic, man. When I told you about student versus teacher, right? Now, this one here. I hope moms and nephew, I hope y'all still on, Callaway. I hope you still on, you and moms, man. Now, this one right here, somebody can pop in right now if you choose to, man. I want somebody's opinion on this as a parent. What do you think as a father or a mother? What would you do if you got this phone call saying a teacher beat your son up or a teacher beat your daughter up? What would be your first reaction? How would you react to that as a parent? Now, before playing this video, I'm going to give you my commentary on this. My commentary on this as a father, a true father, and I mean this. This can go two ways. For one, our parents used to sign consents in schools. Schools used to get the paperwork when we used to go to school, and you know how you fill in your paperwork when you first check in for school to get your classes and all that. Well, your parents used to have to sign this waiver, and that's why schools had disciplinary actions over kids when they came to school. Once your mama and your daddy release you to school, your parental guidance is under the teacher now. The teacher's got all rights over you. You try to jump over that gate and leave and ditch school, the teacher got the right to whip your ass and discipline you. That's why it used to be called SWATs. You get in the fight, instead of getting suspended, they give you a choice. You want to get suspended or you want to take your SWATs. Nigga, take you in that room and take a 64-hole paddle. It's a paddle with 64 holes in it and bend over, touch your ankles. And it might be a white man. Just so happened your teacher's a white man. I had 2 gym teachers. They was white, Mr. Todd. Bow! Slap your ass with that paddle. Bow! Might hit you 2 or 3 times. And that's your discipline. Allowed in school for us. And you know what? Because it turned out a lot of kids in the black culture in the ghettos into some great people because we were disciplined and we were loved. We were cared for. And a lot of these kids don't get the love and the care and the nurturement, bro. They get the neglect from their own mama, the mama who had them out their belly telling them, I hate you. You're like your ugly ass daddy. You ain't going to be shit. Get your ass out of here, heifer, and go sell some punani. Go make some money like I did when I was 13 years old. Talking to your daughters and your sons like this. So you see, the corruption started at home, bro. These kids don't just be born and be stupidly crazy and lead themselves to the streets and do crazy shit. No, it's a structure, man. It's a pattern, what they see. So the older they start growing, of course, they're going to act out and start doing things and experiment. And this is what we're seeing, bro. So now, would I allow a teacher to put hands on my son? To a certain extent, I would allow a teacher to discipline my kids, yes. Would I allow this form of discipline to take place? No. The reason being is because A1, the strength, the overpower, and the stability of having to win. You wasn't dealing with a 6'6" student. You wasn't dealing with a student who was 285 pounds or 385 pounds. You was dealing with a student who didn't weigh over 115, 130 pounds with a big ass mouth. That's it. There was no way that this young kid should have got socked out like he did. But who knows what happened? Maybe this was a tension that was built up months after months. This little kid kept disrespecting his parent / teacher. Let's watch the video right quick, y'all. Tell me your opinion. Now, this is a graphic video now. This is parental guidance. It's a graphic video, TV land. Don't shoot the messenger. Let's go.
The student to the floor, pummeling it with repeated blows to the head. Riley arrested, the student sent to the hospital. The community of Maywood, California now split on who's to blame. Just before a brawl breaks out between a teacher and pupil, this 14-year-old repeatedly calling his African-American teacher a racial slur. According to students, the confrontation sparked by alleged dress.
You see, because of the hip-hop influence and because of the music and because they think it's cool to use this word, and because now this word became a slang, which once a Ebonic word for us, our black culture, now it's a slang for hip-hop. This white boy or some type of other culture kid, and he calling a black man a nigger. So he took it in some kind of way and felt some kind of way, man. So you see what we up against, bro.
Violation. After asking the student to leave the class, the teacher, Marston Riley, eventually snaps.
I think it was both of their faults, like the teacher and the student. I was scared for the kid and probably for the teacher too.
While some parents also voicing their concerns.
I know kids say stuff that they shouldn't, but he should be accountable.
Tom, tonight the teacher is facing a child abuse charge. The student has been released from the hospital, and here at the school, they're planning on having counselors on campus first thing morning. Tom.
Well, thank you.
Now, let's talk about this before we close out, y'all. Let's talk about it. It's Friday, man. It's cold outside, raining. Let's talk about it, TV land. Now, only point I disagree with is how the teacher handled him. He could have grabbed a little bony ass and just slung him and locked him up in a locker and held him until security came or something. He could have just grabbed him and put him in a locker and held him. You know what I mean? But the wording of this kid lashing out how he did. And again, you got to understand, you're a teacher, which means as a teacher comes with patience, a good ear. What I mean by a good ear to hear and not hear. Okay, I calling me the N word. I hear him disrespecting me, but I don't hear that shit because I'm a professional. I don't want to lose my job, my career, none of that. That's being on a professional level of how you deal with situations like that. I suppose as a teacher, I'm not a teacher, so I haven't faced a dilemma like that, so I wouldn't know, but I'm just giving my opinion. Nevertheless, again, we on the outside don't know how many times this kid disrespected this brother like that. We don't know how many times this kid disrespected him. We don't know how many balls of toilet paper or balls of paper that been balled up while he had his back turned on the chalkboard and was thrown at him. We don't know none of this as the people. So you see, when you come on this internet, you see certain videos, you see certain things, you see content. You got to know how to decipher. You got to know how to look at this stuff and be able to read between the lines and read and see what's really worth even talking about or worth if it's a message. And this is why I talk about these type of things, because it is a message at the end of the day. And these are things that we need to talk about because it's killing our culture. It's killing our communities. It's killing our kids. It's destroying us, bro. And I don't want to be distinct as a black man. I don't want to end up dying down the line somewhere, and I'm gone, long gone. But damn, we don't even have a culture no more. We ain't even black. Man, come on, man. It's already bad enough, man. You know, the alphabet community then took over and they didn't stamp and put their rules down. That ain't a forced thing on TV to our kids, to everything, to making our kids think they got choices as a kid at 5 and 6 and 7 years old. You can choose to what you want to be, what type of sex. Man, that's the devil, man. That's that. If you don't have good eye sense to know, man, just from a spiritual aspect, bro, that's some wicked devilish shit right there. How you gonna tell me I laid here? My woman just went 8 months, 9 months of pregnancy. We had our baby. Now you gonna come in here and because my baby can't watch cartoons, because all the goddamn cartoons got all this crap on it now, because you trying to force it onto my child to tell my child it's cool to make that decision. Nah. This is why I say we got to step up as parents then and take back control and start monetizing your kids, man, on what they watching, what they listening to. Get them phones out their damn hands. You got to start going back to the parks, the beaches, and start intertwining with your kids. Play with your kids. Monopoly board games. Teach them how to play chess, checkers, board games and that nature. Things that we grew up with. We have to start back and embed that cycle to these kids today, even though they don't know nothing about it. Think about it. The analog world combined with the digital world. That could be a big plus for our kids. Well, damn, what you mean by that, Nino Cap, before you close out? Break that down. The analog world combined with the digital world. Okay, well, it's simple. I just told you, board games. Kids don't play board games in the digital world. They play video games digitally. Take the digital away game, and the board game is digitally. You can still play that same board game from a digital perspective because we're in a digital world now, meaning you can play chess digitally. You can play Monopoly digitally, but you're still playing a different type of form of game that takes your mind frame and your head to another level. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know how many people grew up playing Monopoly and it made them great hustlers? I'm one of them. But I know a whole lot of my homies play Monopoly. We used to love playing Monopoly because Monopoly was a teaching game. It taught you. It seriously taught you. So as a parent, man, that's my opinion. And I say that what the teacher did, he handled the situation kind of wrong physically. He definitely handled the situation wrong physically, and he handled it mentally wrong because overall, even though it's a 14-year-old, you got to be more stronger and more wiser because as a man. See, you're a grown man first before the teacher. You're a grown man. And I was supposed not to mention if you're a father at that. So think about your child getting beat up by another grown man. How would you feel? Or maybe you're not a father. So it all depends. But the bottom line is he shouldn't have blew up like that and disciplined the kid on that level. He should have used a whole different tactic of disciplinary on the kid. And his anger got the best of him, and he started beating on the kid like he was a grown man. Because you can hear the licks. You can hear him literally socking that little boy. And if hadn't it been that way, the little boy wouldn't end up in the hospital. So they go to show you he was beating the dog SHIT out that little boy because he ended up in the hospital. So hopefully, heaven forbid, hopefully the little boy don't have a permanent concussion or he don't have a permanent damaged eye or nothing in that fashion. I don't want to see that happen to any kid, no matter what color or creed he is and disrespectful he is, because he's just a kid. He don't know better. Again, he's a white boy looking at hip hop. He's a white boy looking at TV thinking this shit is cool to call the teacher a nigga or the N-word, and I got his pants sagging because he see this shit on his freaking TV, man. When it used to be a time you couldn't dare use that word or say that, so you wouldn't get in trouble behind it because you didn't even use it. You didn't even act like you was a hip hopster because that wasn't your culture. So it's like, bro, we just living in messed up times and a messed up world, bro, because we're in a spiritual warfare, man. I'm gonna end it with that. We're in a very, 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 very deep spiritual warfare in life, man. If you don't know that and believe that, man, that's on you. On that note, man, hey, man, I am your favorite host, CEO Nino Cappucino, AK Bonnie Hunter, BJ the Breeze in. It's been a pleasure for all those that tapped in, the buzz in, man, on this Freestyle Friday open panel number 7. And I'll see y'all back here next week. God's willing. Next week, next Friday, man. Let's go. Hey, tap in with me, cat eyes. Let's go, TV land. And we out here, baby. Who that? Carl Hobbs. Mr. Carl Hobbs. What's up, bro? Well, Carl Hobbs is in the building. Deion Crumb. Mr. Crumb Dance is in the building. Crumb Deuce is in the building. Let's go, man. We out here, man.